The TranzSporter platform hoist will make your next construction job easier, faster, and more efficient. It's ideal for lifting shingles, roofing felt, insulation, lumber, solar panels, and other building materials at remote sites and hard-to-reach locations. Your TranzSporter platform hoist comes with a motor assembly, hoist base unit, carriage assembly, top cap, and track sections. The maximum height on all TranzSporter platform hoists is 44 feet. Underneath the carriage assembly is a laminated quick setup instructions card for proper assembly of your platform hoist. Please consult your owner's manual that came with the unit and read all safety and maintenance information prior to each use. Prior to starting your platform hoist engine, check all oil levels. When you use for the first time, the oil crankcase must be filled. Reference your engine's operation manual found in the motor assembly box for correct oil type and quantity. Fill with unleaded gasoline. On the LH200 series shown here, remove the splice plates using a socket wrench. Save for future use. On the LH2000 series, leave the splice plates on the track section. For proper orientation, please note that the rung supports are underneath the track rungs when splicing. Also, each track section has a front and back side. For correct installation, make sure that the square holes on the base section align with the openings on the track section. Install hex head bolts and nuts and tighten. If holes are not aligned, simply flip the track section over. Take the carriage assembly and slide onto the 8-foot track section that is attached to the hoist base unit. The carriage wheel should ride inside the rails as shown here. Slide carriage down to the base unit and lock in place using the carriage safety latch. On the final track section, attach the top cap using a socket wrench. The top cap should splice on the outside of the track section. With all the tracks to be used for the job lined up, splice each track section together. Splice plates should always be mounted on the outside of the track. To install the cable, turn the hoist on its side. Remove the cable from the cable drum. Using the brake handle, push up to release the brakes while pulling the cable along the track section up to the top cap. Feed the cable through the pulley and down the front side of the track section. Attach the cable loop to the bolt at the bottom of the carriage assembly. When raising the TranzSporter platform hoist, keep track sections clear of all electrical wires and equipment. Be aware of overhead objects. Never climb the hoist. Consult the operations manual about alternative raising procedures and warnings. This procedure requires 3 contractors. Lay the platform hoist parallel to the building wall. Tie a rope to the top cap. Have one contractor pull the rope from the roof while the other braces the base unit shoes from slipping. The third contractor walks the hoist up hand over hand by the track rungs. When the hoist reaches a vertical position, carefully turn 90 degrees. Move the bottom of the hoist base unit away from the building 1/4 of the height of the building where the top of the hoist is supported. Secure track sections to the roof with a rope or alternative method. Do not tie rope to rails or use a method that prevents the carriage assembly from operating properly. Attach the motor assembly to the base unit. The motor assembly should hang freely from the top cross member on the base unit. Feed the belt and slip over the sheave on the motor assembly. There should be slack in the belt. Attach handle to either side of the hoist base unit. To start the motor, move the lever to the right on both the choke and throttle. Pull the cord. Once the motor is started, slide the choke lever back to run. In order to raise the carriage assembly, face the platform and stand as far back as possible from the hoist. Place your foot on the foot control brace and press to engage the motor to the drum belt. This permits the carriage assembly to roll up the track sections. When the carriage reaches the top, release foot brace immediately. The self-energizing brakes will automatically engage. To lower the carriage, stand to the right or left of the hoist and grasp the brake handle. Lightly feather the carriage assembly down by engaging and disengaging the brake to slow the carriage down. Continue to deaccelerate the carriage as it nears the ground. Make your next roofing job easier. The TranzSporter LH200 platform hoist features include a stronger unitized design with fewer parts and less maintenance, strong and lightweight aluminum track sections, permanent stamped-in safety information, oven-baked black powder coat finish, steel belt guard for safety, heavy-duty steel frame, large steel foot pads, wide foot plate for better control, dual brake system for smoother stops, versatile brake control handle attaches to either side, spring-loaded safety latch to hold carriage when transporting, non-slip carriage deck, multi-purpose bracket to hold plywood or rolled goods.